Welcome to class. In today's class, we're going to be looking at multiplication of integers. Multiplication of integers. But before we do that, we need to know the multiplication of signs rules. We need to know the rules guiding multiplication of signs, that is our minus and plus, negative and positive. So let's start. And the first one I have here is minus multiplied by minus, minus multiplied by minus equals what? Plus. Now this negative multiplied by negative equals what? Positive. So please take notes. So when two negative signs come together, what we have is what? Positive. The next one is plus multiplied by minus equals minus. That is positive multiplied by negative will give us what? Negative. Okay? And the next one is the same thing with the second one. Okay? This is the first one. Let me call it the first one. This is the second one. This is the third one. And let me call this the fourth one. So negative multiplied by positive will still give us negative. Whichever way they've given you the arrangement, whether negative first and positive next, for as long as you have negative and positive coming together by multiplication sign, you have negative. So the last one is positive multiplied by positive. Please, it's not negative. The fact that negative times negative gives you positive doesn't mean positive times positive will change to negative. It's still what? Positive. So now that we know the multiplication of our signs rules, we're going to apply these rules in solving some questions. Okay, so now let's go. Now the first question I'm going to be having here is minus 4 multiplied by 3. So let's check the signs attached to our numbers here. The first number here has negative, our 4 here is negative, and our 3 here is positive, okay, because it doesn't have a negative sign. So that means it's a positive what? Number. Is that clear? Whenever a number doesn't have a negative sign attached to it, okay, it is a positive number. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'll multiply the signs. You can decide to multiply the signs first, okay? Minus times plus. From our multiplication sign rules, we have minus times plus to give us what? Minus, okay? And we have our numbers now. So multiply the numbers only 4 times 3, and that will give us 12. And at the end of the day, negative 4 times positive 3 will give us what? Negative 12. Now let's try the next one. We have minus 3 multiplied by minus 3. Minus 3 multiplied by minus 3. Alright, so the same thing, minus times minus, okay? Minus times minus will give us what? Plus. Okay? Then I can move ahead to multiplying the two numbers, 3 and 3. And 3 multiplied by 3 is what? 9. Are we following? I'm sure we're getting something right. Fantastic. Minus 3 times minus 3 will give us what? Positive 9. That is plus 9. Alright, so let's take another one. Please note that whenever they give a question on negative and positive, your negative can come first. It can be minus 4 times plus 3, okay? Or 3 times negative 4. It can be 3. I can give another question like this, okay? Now, number 3 question and number 1 question are the same. Do not forget, I told you from our rules, rule number 2 and rule number 3 are the same, okay? Whichever one comes first, either the positive or negative, for as long the negative and positive are being multiplied, okay, your answer will still end with what? Negative sign. So positive times negative equals negative, or negative times positive will still give us what? Negative. So if I give you a question like number 3 now, 3, this time around my 3 is positive and it's coming first, and my 4 is negative and it's coming next. So positive times negative is still the same thing, negative, and 3 multiplied by 4 will give us what? 12. So this answer, number 3 and number 1 are the same.